my name is Dr. Marina Milner-Balodin, and I'm a professor at the Department of Curriculum and Pedagogy at the University of British Columbia. We already talked about Isaac Newton and talked about the apple that fell on him, and you have studied Newton's laws of motion. One of the ideas that I would like to discuss with you today is the difference between the static and kinetic friction. And we can even experience it right here. So what is the difference? If I start pulling it very, very slowly, and I'm pulling on, I have this tablecloth and I have this plastic plates, and you will see why I use plastic and not glass plates. If I start pulling very, very slowly here, and you can see that the plates are not attached to the tablecloth. I'm doing it very slowly. Somehow the plates are going together with the tablecloth. And it's happening because of the phenomenon of static friction. Static friction, it's what holds them together. In order to start moving, you have to overcome the static friction. So up to a certain point, static friction can hold the plates on top of the tablecloth, as you can see here. However, static friction has its limits. And as soon as you pull too hard, static friction is not enough to keep the plates on top of the tablecloth. And let's see what might happen if I try to pull it fast. Let's do 3, 2, 1, go. Oops. You can see why I used the plastic. Let's start again. I want it to be recorded because I wanted to see that in science demonstration you have to practice, and it's absolutely okay if something doesn't work from the first time. Practice makes perfect. There is nothing better than that. So we'll try it again. Notice I have a special tablecloth that I do not have something that will latch on top of the plates. I'll try again. So let's start. 3, 2, 1, go. And you can see the plates remained on the table. They slid a little bit. So the point is that if you pull something tablecloth very, very fast, we call it because of inertia, yeah? There is not enough static friction to hold the plates will remain in the place. Now I can make a little bit of an improvement to this experiment. I have more plates here to make it a tiny bit heavier. Maybe I can even put some weight here. And as soon as it is a little bit heavier, maybe I can improve my experiment a little bit. So let's try it again. Notice when you're pulling, you're trying to pull so there are no folds. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And you can see now with a little bit more weight, you can clearly see that if you pull fast enough, the force of static friction is going to be insufficient to keep it on the tablecloth. Because back to Newton, once again, in order to make something move with certain acceleration, the force, the net force, the total force applied on it must be equal to the mass of the object times its required acceleration. And the static friction force wasn't enough to do that. That's why the plate remained on the table. As you can see from my own failures, practice with plastic. Don't do it right away with your most expensive china. Enjoy it.